everybody, this is Frogman and welcome back to Levitated. Last episode we did a few things. We got a couple of really nice things going on. We got our pressure chamber up, and I have since expanded it into the 4x4 size that I usually tend to make these guys, and I've got a little bit of pressure in it for right now. This is just so that I can have it. I am not a huge fan of early game 4x4s. Usually I want to do 3x3s because it only takes a couple of air compressors to function. But for right now, this is just here so we can make some of this wonderful compressed steel as we need to make it. So, I have been busy. There's been a few things that have changed. There's a couple of things going on. For one, I guess we can just start over here in our little corner. I went ahead and splurged on a little bit more electrum so that I could craft the block that's right there, the heavy engineering block, so that we could have an immersive engineering metal press. These are just one of those things. As soon as you can build one of them, you build it because of the fact, I mean, I don't mind you making plates using this little thing here, using the smeltery system, and we are going to have to put this back up because there is a piece of material over here that the only way we can automate it is with a smeltery, so we will be building that back up. But yes, once I get one of these ready to go, this allows me to do, of course, the plate molds, the rods a lot cheaper, as well as the wires. So of course that's one of those things we try to get done. As you notice over here, there is a under tank full of lava. Well, we have the ability now to move power around and also be able to pump certain things back up now that we have it. So I went ahead and made a couple of ender tanks. We've got several things going on, so we'll look at that when we go to the nether here very quickly because of the fact that certain things are just happening. So I went ahead also and made a bunch of speed upgrades, at least for this resonator, and as you notice now we have 280 grid power. 280 grid power because we have 80 of those solar panels over there and 200 worth of something else. Again, we're going to go take a look at in just a second. I do not believe there's anything else magically or amazingly changed over here other than the fact that I have been powering through the stone burnt because stone burnt is going to be something we're going to need. I went ahead and reset up the furnaces and the exo flame, so that I could batch process a bunch of stone, so I could batch process a bunch of stone burnt. We ended up, I believe, now with the next thing over here we're going to go look at is we're now running, I forget what it is, 1, 2, 3, 7 endo flames. This is just to kind of get us through some stuff because we're going to start working on better mana generation very shortly because unfortunately this is probably going to be the way we're going to have to mine reasonably remotely. So like it would, normally you'll go set up a quarry or you'll go set up on a miner or something. I mean, we have all the quarries. We do have the quantum quarry, or however, the quantum quarry is rather expensive to be able to craft at this point. And we also have the, let's see, those things right there. We have the void ore miners as well, which I believe the only thing holding us back for a void ore miner at this point in time is an energy crystal, which means electrical circuits. I think if I could work at it, I think the only thing we're short is refined steel, which as far as I can tell, refined steel for IC2 or Tech Reborn, whatever this is held up behind an arc furnace. So we're going to work towards an arc furnace once we get a reasonable amount of power. And I've been kind of building a little roof up there because I think our next major big project, not today, I've been kind of testing it in a test world. Next major big project is going to be up there. So, I was just testing ender lilies and the, let's see, compressed steel can be turned into, I'm going to have to remember, it's crop something, crop. Those things right there. Crop supports from Pneumatic Craft. They are really cheap to make. 4 pieces of compressed steel gets you 16 crop supports, and they will help to let things grow a little bit faster. I was just testing to see how much faster they made an ender lily grow, and it isn't all that much faster. So it's just one of those kind of little play around things. All right, to the basement. We have now over here underneath the improved blast furnaces. I went ahead and set up a couple of the improved or advanced coke ovens just so that we can kind of somewhat manage a few things. And again, over here, if you guys noticed or were very careful about it, or very careful, we are now producing red coal at a reasonably decent rate because of the fact that I can take the charcoal that comes out of these advanced coke ovens and plumb it into a resonator, and it makes a little bit of charcoal, or so it takes a little bit of charcoal, turns it into red coal. Now, red coal, as you guys should know at this point, is a way of being able to boost efficiency with your burnables. So coal, charcoal, if you have a reasonable decent amount of GP, you can boost efficiency on your burnables. So right now we're sitting at an efficiency boost of 350%, which means because of that, we're catching up on using this. We're actually completely using way more, or making way more than we can use right now, to the point I could probably run about 10 endo flames up there and still make a head and a bit of an excess, and that can only get better as we get more GP. So with that said, let's go look at the GP. Oh yeah, and there's another little thing over here in the corner. We've been testing a couple of things. I went ahead and made the wireless RF battery from Extra Utilities so that I could use the little wireless these doohickeys right here, just because they're kind of cheap compared to the other ones. Granted, yes, it's only 80 RF a tick, but they're cheap. So, and this is just a little testy thingy. So, testy thingy. Yes, I've got a couple of garden closes growing us some stuff that we need. So let's go to the nether and we can go talk about this little silly thing. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so I've been looking through some of the other ways of being able to make GP because I haven't really had to mess with making GP in a mass that we're going to need with this mod pack in quite a while. So if you notice, I have a chunk locationed out, sectioned out, and I forget, there's 57 or 58 of these lava mills up here. And I have them set up in a specific fashion, and I have them set up in the nether because of the fact that a lava mill, if we look at it here, says it is capable of giving up to 4 GP per mill. And they kind of act the same way as the water mills do, in of the fact that they would rather see flowing water than standing, or flowing lava than standing lava as it sits. Like I said, instead of the source block, they want to see the flowing lava. And if you build this same kind of a structure in the overworld, you'll get about 3 GP per mill. And in the nether, because I guess the lava can flow faster, further, we're getting 3.5. I have no idea how you're supposed to get 4 from these. I tested and Googled and played around and looked and never could manage to get it to do any more than 3.5. 3.5 is fine. That wasn't that expensive. It took a little bit of lava and a bunch of stuff. Now, if you notice on the back side of here, those two right there are actually touching the source block, and the reason why I did that is because if I let the lava flow, let's see if I can get this dude without breaking things. If I put him over here so that the pattern completes, we're going to have a slightly, we get 1 more, but I'm also effectively making 3.49 grid power from each one of these now. So I don't want that. I mean, just me being picky, I guess I don't really care at that point in time. But at least this way now we are 100%. Everything's okay. You're making 2, you're making 3.5. So we've got 2 of them making 2, and everybody else is making 3.5 GP. So it's functional, it works. We're just at max capacity for this. The thing about the mills is that we're going to have to start thinking about doing some of the other ones. Now, a water mill, I don't know if I'm going to build any this time around. It's an extra 64 GP. Sure. Well, 64 GP, if I remember correctly, is what? 8 of them? 6 of them, or 8 of them, 8 or 16 of them. I don't know if it's worth my time to try to craft these. We can put them down and build them somewhere. That's fine. The windmills, you know, I could set up quite a bit of the windmills and just make a whole lot of them. But the problem is windmills tend to, as you can see, the current power given, depending on which direction it is, it fluctuates a lot. So it could be anywhere from 1 to 2 to 1 to 2. As far as I know, it's almost always going to be a 1. So you can make a whole bunch of them and smack them up where you need to and go. For right now, I'm not really going to worry about it. I think the only other one we're going to do next is just because these are relatively cheap to craft. So we'll probably just get some fire mills going, probably get a few more water mills going. I might even try to see if I can't cheese a manual mill just for fun. As I think you can. But for now, we're okay. We've got plenty of GP. We're getting a decent amount of stuff going, so I'm happy with that. Now, let's go down here. And I have started to pump up the lava that we need for various projects. So, of course, very simple. Can you please get off of here? You're bothering me. Get. Thank you. We have a normal immersive engineering fluid pump, which I'm going to make sure we're very careful. Oh, hi, you did come down here with a wireless RF transmitter that is doing the work to push things to it, and I want out of here before he comes and gets me. We're going to use that system for a little while and basically just pump as much of this lava up as we can because we're going to need it eventually. So that's actually how we're probably going to be doing a decent amount of burst mana generation, as well as a possibility of maybe running some of our power off of lava. I've got several different ways that we can make, dude, seriously, make power, which is going to be using some of this lava and likely going to be using ender pearls to power the base for a while. Of course, I mean, it's what are you going to do with something like this? It's just how it's going to have to be. Hello, laggy Spike. Hello, laggy Spike. Why are you not turning? Okay, well, that was weird. Anyhow, what are we going to do today? Well, we were going to do a couple of things that we wanted to get done. And the first thing I want to do is I want to be able to actually make that flower that we're talking about. And in order to make that flower, we need to look at an orchid. Now, we're going to kind of go a little bit of different direction here. Was it? What? Oh, it's the farming thingy down here. Never mind. I was like, what was that noise? So let's start looking about actually being able to possibly generate certain things. So we have 2 orchids that are currently available to us, which is going to be the orchid indium, which is this gentleman here, which is going to require a bunch of this kind of stuff, which I'm trying to remember. One of these I don't think we can craft yet. Let me see. Rune of Spring. Yeah, I think actually I can craft all those finally. This will generate any of the ores that we find in the end. The one I'm mostly interested is in this one, or the one that can generate the stuff that will allow us to get materials from the nether, so that we don't necessarily have to go into the nether. The nether, I've done a lot of mining and a lot of building. It does not have nearly the amount of ore count as the regular overworld. The end is concerned. It is rather barren. I mean, if I could zoom in, that whole wall over there is covered in ores. And the nether, they're very, 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 very rare. So we were talking about this last time, that in order to get this, we need to be able to make these slime balls. And the only way we can make those slime balls is with a pristine blue slime matter, which comes from a pristine comes from a blue slime data model. A data model requires a blue slime ball. There's only one way we're going to get a blue slime ball, and that is to kill a blue slime. So it's kind of a fun little process that we're going to mess with today. That's going to be called building an altar of life so that we can start spawning certain things. So let's look at the altar of life real quick. It's kind of a neat little deal if I can absolutely spell. The summoning altar is going to allow us to summon various things, or spawn various things. You're going to get a pig, we can get a zombie pigman, a chicken, a cow, sheep. Notice there's 2 of them because there might be the chance that we may or may not get it. The blue slime is going to be something along this line. We get blizzes, bazaals, guardians, pigs, kind of cool things like that. So let's look at the blue slime. Blue slime is going to require some buckets of blood, a summoning altar, slime balls, and lapis lazuli, as well as this stuff. So we're going to have to rebuild, I believe I'm going to have to rebuild No, I don't need to. We may just make that. We're going to need one of those anyway. Cool. All right, but let's start with the altar and see how far we can get with today. So altar. This was one of those things we needed to make sure. We needed blocks of silver, which I need to make sure I have all of my silver. Where did I put it? 2 more. And this is the whole reason why I want to do this, is because we need to be able to get more silver. The immersive engineering is gated pretty heavily with silver and gold, so without being able to do that, we're kind of screwed. All right, Certus quartz. I believe we have some Certus quartz. We need some blocks of quartz, which I believe I can do. And I need manual ingots, animated torches. I actually think I have one of these already. We do. Cool. And the solarium we have manual in. Can I do that in here? I can. 1, 2, and I think my cobalt is still in this little chest right here. Can we do this? I think we can. Nice. All right, and I should have solarium already up and ready to go, so we need to make a voodoo poppet, and a voodoo poppet shouldn't be too hard to do. I think we may have enough graves dusts to do this laying around. I've been saving it every chance I get. Perfect. All right, so in order to do the rest of that, we're going to need a dead bush, some string, a piece of leather. Dead bush, I should be able to just take a sapling and put it in a drying basin. We should have a sapling available. We'll grab that one. Put you over here. That was the right one, right? Yeah. Dead bush. I cannot wait to upgrade these things. I cannot wait to make things go faster. Must go faster. Must go faster. So in that time, we also need a couple of pieces of clay and a piece of string, which I believe we have string in here. Do I have any clay? I made a whole bunch of clay. I know I did. That. And where did I put the solarium? I know I made some. I know I made some. Where did I put it? There it is. And let's go ahead and pop that dude down. So a voodoo poppet just needs a little bit of leather. Again, I know I had some of this around. Maybe I had some of this around. If not, we can make one really quickly. Doop. Thank you. Now we can do it. All right, cool. Mr. Poppet, thank you very much. These guys are kind of fun to play with once you get to that point. They can, and they're actually so creepy. But I'm not gonna mess with them right now. We may eventually play with it. It's kind of a thing that used to be like in witchery and whatnot like that. It allows you to do certain things. But yes, for sure, we may eventually be playing with those one day if we get truly bored. So let us make a little bit of room in our inventory here. I don't believe I need all of this. Actually, you guys need to go over here. And I need to make a controller now that I have access to it. Let's put that away, and you guys can go in here. This is my other junk chest of things that go. So we also need to be able to do some stuff. I have no idea where we're supposed to put this, so we'll just stick it right there for now. I'm assuming I'm supposed to just snap things on it and hope stuff comes out of it. Alright, so with all that, we now need to go ahead and work on what I'm going to believe should be a squeezer. So simple machines. No, it should actually be heavy machinery. Squeezer, this gentleman right here. We're going to need a few parts. We're going to need to put him together, and then we're going to need to be able to get it powered and put some stuff in it. So let's go ahead and see how much leftovers we have. I should have a reasonable amount of steel scaffolding. I don't believe we need any of these. Do we have any more iron plates? We do. Did I use all of those? Yeah, now I've got 3 of them. I think that might be enough to actually do the work. We'll just do this anyway. So, you to there. Give me a couple more of those. Thank you very much. And we need to be able to make some light engineering stuff. Simple, quick, go. I think we'll just do that many. And then I believe it's just going to want some of the fence, which we should have some fence. I believe we made plenty of fence a while back ago. If not, I have it. I've got one. Awesome. Okay. Crap. Steel fence. Can I craft? No, we need some steel rods. Okay, well, that's why I made the thing. We'll go make some steel rods, and then we need to make some barrels, and we need to make a few other things. Let's do like that. That should be way too many as it is, so we need the rod mold. Go. Still kind of trying to be a little cheap on some of this stuff. Where are we? What can we do now? I need that stuff so we can make some barrels. I believe I'm going to need at least that many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty then. And a piston. Let's just grab some of this. Piston, thank you. And some pipe, which I believe I have on me. Right there. Cool. All right, cool. How are we doing? Let's see. We need our little book to check us, and then we can go build this squeezer. We're going to need these squeezers for being able to do a couple of things. Oh, yeah, we need a redstone engineering block, which I should have used all of those at that point. Cool. And some fence. Perfect. Give me some more of that. Did I still have this thing over here? I do. Yes, please. Fence. Fence. Get out of there. Just make some fence. Thank you. Wonderful. All right, let's see. Can we stick this guy somewhere over here? I guess we have the power kind of coming around. I wonder, can it fit right there? I know it's a 3x3 structure. That should be everything. Where's the redstone block? Is it going to be right there? Okay, cool. Let's try that right there then. So, should be you. With the pipe down the center. Slide down the scaffolding. The piston goes in that corner, but I think I have to smack it so that it faces down. And then the fence does what? Goes around the back side of it. You. Nope. You. And then a redstone engineering block. Cool. And I think that's all I should be needing. I think there's supposed to be one more block right there, or else I'm supposed to tap it right here. Where is our hammer? Hammer. Thank you. There we go. Awesome. Alrighty then. So now we need to make a collection tank for that, get it powered, and make some stuff. Do I have any availability for tanks at this point? Tank. Fluid tank, can I craft? No, I don't have any of those. I still am very much a favorite of these tanks, regardless of the fact they don't hold a lot. But we can put you down. We can go get a little bit of this other wonderful stuff. So I should have a whole bunch of rotten flesh because I've been kind of slowly but carefully murdering certain things. And I need to be able to power this whole setup. So I think we should have plenty of that. I need to quit clicking that button. My mouse clicker button is messing with me again. Hang on, let me fix this. Thank you. There we go. Awesome. So I want to go, excuse me, please. Can you not fall into that thing and get to there? Okay, cool. We're just going to go ahead and run this over that direction for now. And plug it in to that spot. Because I have a feeling I'm probably going to want to use this thing and automate it and do other stuff. But for now, we're going to do Well, let's see. If I do a use on that inside a squeezer, what do I get? No, squeezer. Squeezer, not mixer. We're going to get five. Oh, boy, we're going to be at that for a minute. Are you kidding me? Hang on a minute. 5 millibuckets? We may be doing it that way. Crap. We need a whole bucket of that. Well, shoot. Let me get this sorted. I'll put this back together and we'll get that cooked up and then I'll be back with you guys. I didn't realize it was going to be that little. So, I'll be right back. Alrighty then, that should do the bucket that we need. So let's see about how much fun this is going to be. I'm concerned about that because I don't have a lot of rotten flesh and I'm only going to get 5 millibuckets out of this. I'd rather do, I mean, yeah, I'll get the leather. I can get the leather over there guaranteed every time. So I'd much rather do it through this thing. So we're just going to stick that guy in the corner for right now. Again, we're going to have to automate this thing, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. So let's grab that. I'm going to have to pour it into a tank, aren't I? So we'll pour it off into a tank. There's a bucket of blood. Nice. Cool. Let's grab our box. I think there's not a whole lot left in this one. We're going to have to move all that too. All right. What else do we need for a blue slime? Because I would really like to do this today. The only unfortunate part about, I should say the only unfortunate part, the big unfortunate part is it's going to possibly just once guaranteed to work. Is it guaranteed to work? Okay, cool. Let's get some slime and some of that powder. I believe we should have some mana powder and I should have some slime balls around somewhere. How many did it want? 2, 1, 1, and then 1, 2. Is that everything? Cool. All right. Let's go over here. I guess you just click it on it and okay. Am I smarter than this? I don't like to have no idea how to work this. I may have to actually go Google this and look around. Consumes catalyst. True. That's fine. Can I get a thing? Do I light it on fire? What do we do? Hang on. By combining some new phantoms and you're able to create an altar for resurrecting creatures, although it doesn't work every time. Slime is used for a handful of things, but only if there's a way to mass produce them. Craft a blue slime data model. Okay, yeah, I do I have to do this first and then this? Or do I throw it on it? So that, and then like that. Do we have a manual? I have no idea. That's obviously a catalyst. It obviously doesn't want me to do that. Do I have to, like, I don't know, hit it with something? Put it in the other... Maybe I got to do it in the nether? I don't know. Oh, that's beautiful. Awesome. Thank you for wrecking my thing. Well, let's go try the nether real quick. Maybe it needs to be in the nether, because it mentions the nether. So, bucket of blood, that. You went in here. 1, 2. Okay, well, I guess I know what I'm doing. I'll be right back. Sneak right click with. Sneak right click with. Oh, there we go. Oh, crap. I didn't want to accidentally make one. Do I have one of these? No, I don't. Shoot. Will he despawn if I leave? Oh, nuts. I may have to go make another one of those. Hang on a minute. Let's go back to the base. Okay, we got that sorted. I can make the data model, but now I need to kill 5 of those things, I think, right? Where's the data model? Data model, do I still have one of these that are empty? I do. Wonderful. So we can at least go along that direction. Nice. So I need to kill 6 more of those things, which, if I'm lazy enough, what I think I can do is make another key. You need an ender pearl? Okay. Getting a little low on ender pearls. We're going to have to do something about that. And spawn another one. Do I have enough to make another thing? I think we should. Close. Oh, I need a couple more pieces. Let's see. Do we have any more rotten flesh? Can we make this work, or am I going to have to do some things? I haven't been throwing it away, and I do not feel like standing in that thing. Well, shoot. Well, I think what we're going to do then, guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to go ahead and work on trying to get that guy upgraded and figured out, because if you put it in here, it won't work because the insufficient data in the model. We have to actually kill 6 more of those slimes in order to be able to do this. The other thing that I can do now, finally, and the reason why I really wanted to make this squeezer is because we need to do the old hop graphite thing. So the hop graphite's going to be some hop graphite dust, of course, that we get from grinding up some coke dust, which I actually need to go ahead and do because we have a bunch of coke dust coming in here. So I can craft this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do, actually, we can go ahead and do that right now. And then we'll call it. Should have plenty of stuff, so let's just grab 34 of those. I want one of those swords. It's not that I don't mind the Tinker's swords, but I really want one of these. No, I need to put that in here. You need to go, oh, we need to get a hopper going for this. Go in there. We need one of those, which is 8 pieces of coke dust. As soon as we get that, we can do that, we can do that, we can make a fancy little sword. And then I will call it. Because I got to go kill a whole bunch more stuff. Thank you. You do your thing. Sweet. And this needs to go in one of these. Little randomness right here at the end for fun. Hop graphite ingot. And I should have, where is it? Several of those. Awesome. Been wanting that dude for a while. Sweet. Now, the fun part about this one, this glitch-infused sword, if you have not played with it, is that we're currently at an interesting thing where it says the bonus is a quick learner. Every time you kill a mob while you're trying to upgrade one of these data modules, God, I keep saying modules. You get more ability over time. You get it gains you more experience. So it's like, I forget how it works exactly, but it's better than, say, a standard little sword or a bow of some semblance. You're going to get more experience per kill using that sword. Plus, by the time you level that sword, you will eventually make something like a 20 attack damage sword, so things die one swipe pretty quickly. Plus, it's pretty quick. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna do some more stuff off camera and in between episodes, but I think for now we're good to go. We're gonna start working on that big project here pretty soon because I want to start being able to automate some stuff, and I can tell you right now that big project's gonna be a pain in the butt to get working the way I want it to work, and it's gonna cost me a lot of time. So I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.